For today's group adventure, we find ourselves once again in Milan, Italy, where behind these doors sits a cathedral known as the Duomo, D-U-O-M-O Cathedral here in Milan. I think I said that correctly, Duomo. But here's the thing, it's got a lot of history, but we're here because technically this is the church that was built for the devil. Now you may be saying to yourself, wait a second, Mr. Grimm. Are you serious? A church built for the devil here in Milan, Italy? Well, according to legend, back in 1386, the devil appeared to an aristocrat here in his dreams and told him to build a church filled with diabolical images, or else he would take his soul. Whether or not this church was actually built for the devil or not, I honestly can't say. I mean, 1386 was so long ago, but I will say this, just looking at the church, there are so many images, so many people, so many winged creatures, and so many diabolical faces on the outside of the church that it really makes you scratch your head and wonder. You can literally stand at the base of this cathedral and look up all day long and see faces, and it's pretty miraculous and dizzying at the same exact time. There really is a lot to look at, but we want to point out one thing in particular. You see, back in the day here in Milan, well, in the Italian countryside, there used to be a vast lake that had a creature in it that was kind of like the Loch Ness Monster. And many people believe that the creature that lived in that lake, a dragon-like creature known as Tarancio, I think I'm saying that correctly, is depicted here. And a lot of people come here and they point out this creature right there. But quite honestly, if you look all around the door, there are these like dragon-like, serpent-like creatures. So which one is it? Is it this one? Here's a closer look at him. He does look a little amphibian, doesn't he? But if you back up and you look all the way up that filigree there, up towards the top, you're going to see a lion's head. And then right about there, there's another creature that looks dragon-like. Again, it's legends, it's lore. There's a little close-up image of it. And then, ready for this? On the other side as well, there are two more. All right, baby girl, you ready to go inside the church that was built for the devil? So we have all access tickets. We can go inside, we can see everything. There's a very interesting flayed statue. I'm talking like a statue that's, just wait till you see it. And we get to go up to the rooftop. Now, I'm not sure how much we're gonna be able to do a video or pictures, but we're gonna show what we can.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.
So right now we're taking the steps, I guess you can call this the devil's steps, up to the rooftop. Basically it's a spiral going all the way up to the top of the church. All right, we made it. 251 steps. To the top of the cathedral. Man, this is cool. And of course, there's some construction going on. But we can pretty much walk around up here. Here, let me lift this up. Kind of get a view over top of the gate. Wow. It was a bit hectic getting up here. I mean, out of breath, both you and I, but we're actually walking on top of a cathedral built for the devil. This is absolutely amazing. Look how beautiful this is. I think there's something like 55 or 56, maybe 60 giant pieces of stained glass inside this church. Is this like a skylight that looks down? It's kind of hard to see. No, I think it's just like a light that shines up on the stained glass. This is cool. There are a lot of people up here. It's like a constant stream of people taking pictures and just walking around taking a look at everything. But this is awesome that they did this. Here's a picture from 1925. And looking over this way, it's the same viewpoint. I'm gonna go ahead and lift the camera above the metal fencing again. But basically it's the same viewpoint looking down on the street, 1925. At the time of recording this, it's 2025. Don't know how well this translates on camera, but you can look straight towards the front of the church, straight through all the arches. I don't know if the devil really built this place or not, but wow. We're trying to hang back a little bit to let the crowds go before us to get some of these shots. And I love that they have these little, I don't know, little balconies up here that you can actually walk out on. It's like little porticos. I knew this cathedral was beautiful, but I wasn't expecting this. This is otherworldly for sure. So if you look way off in the distance, there's a gold Madonna that sits high above this cathedral. And the story goes that back whenever the wars were going on, that they would actually climb up there and cover it with rags. I'm guessing to just kind of, keep planes flying over from seeing it shine. So they would cover it with rags to protect it. And it is gorgeous. I wish we can get up there and see it. And quite honestly, how the heck did they get up there to put rags over top of that thing? I'd be terrified. This is pretty wild. 1943 war damage. You can see the spire there, how it's tilted, almost completely blown off the cathedral. You can see the damage there towards the bottom, but then you see right here and how it has that glass dome. Well, guess what? Looking over here, that glass dome is still here. And that spire is fixed, it's back to normal. Here's a portion of the rooftop that doesn't have any scaffolding on it. And you can see apartments over there. Can you imagine living across the street from this, looking out every single night and seeing it? And then you can see the construction work over there. It's always happening. There's always construction. Here's another historic photo. And pay close attention to that right there. That's the entrance to the arcade. And if we look over here, it's the same shot, You can see the entrance to the arcade right there. That's the arch. I love that basically once you're up here, you can stay as long as you want, get as many pictures as you want. There's no rush. We've been up here for quite some time, and you know what? It's kind of relaxing. And would you look at that? We can actually go higher. Oh man, this is nuts. Oh, these steps are something else. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh, to the right, on the other side of this fence, is where we shot the beginning of the video. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh. Look at that. Now that is well worth it. My heart is pounding. So right there in the center, high above, that's the Madonna. This view is something else, even if we're looking at it through a fence. And just so you guys know, Jessica is obsessed with penny machines. And they have one here. So for Duomo Milano, you're gonna go ahead and get that one, right? Which is the front of the cathedral. Go for it. This is the one where it gets a little tougher as you go through, right? You got this. Almost. Oh, there we go. That was quicker than I thought. Oh, that's fun. And there's something else on the back, right? It's Italy. If you're afraid of heights, I apologize in advance. But since we're up here, we got to take a look over the edge. Man, this is something else. Look at that. That's straight down. I mean, not down to the ground, but you can see people walking. Man, that's wild. The view is something else, right? Dare I say, devilish? All right, baby girl, you ready to go inside the cathedral? There's some very interesting things that we're going to be showing. This statue right here is one of the main reasons we came to Milan. One of the main reasons we actually came to this church built for the devil. And it's a statue of Saint Bartholomew. And it's also known as the flayed statue because his skin is gone. And it looks like he's wearing the skin as a robe or like a cape. Like he's, it's around his shoulders, draped around him. And it's supposed to symbolize the flaying during his martyrdom. I think that's how you say that, martyrdom. But it's one of the strangest statues you will ever see. One of the strangest statues you will ever see in a church. Of course, it has to be a church built for the devil. This place has some serious stained glass. I lost Jessica for a moment. I turn around and she's over here by the confessionals. And something caught her eye. It's kind of hidden. It's a pyramid with an eye on it. Now over here about the center of your screen is another stained glass, miraculous piece of art that I've been looking for. And basically it's the fight between good and evil, between Saint Michael and demons. And if you take the time to look at it, you'll see demons and wings and snakes and devils and it's massive. It's things like this that I absolutely love. Wow. Not entirely sure what this is. I'm guessing it's probably a crypt, but right there towards the bottom is a bat head, and then you can see the clawed feet. It's almost like a clawed bathtub. The tickets we have also let us down inside the crypt, which I haven't really seen many pictures of this, so I don't really know what to expect. If it's anything like what we saw in Glasgow, who knows, maybe we'll catch a disembodied voice. It's a lot smaller than what I pictured. It's basically one hallway. So who is entombed underneath the church built for the devil? Well, basically, they are bishops. There's one here and there's a couple on the other side. But just look at this room. I want my final resting place to look like this. All right, let's say the legend is real, that it was the devil that commissioned this church to be built. Does that make these the gates to hell? I mean, technically, right? Whatever the case, whatever you believe, thank you for joining us on another grim adventure, this time to Milan, Italy. Until next time, happy Halloween.
Ciao, bella.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. A bad luck's always